Okay, I'm here at Bass Phillip Vineyard, that revered Pinot Noir and Chardonnay producer from South Gippsland. And I'm here with Skip Francis, who is the manager and winemaker now at Bass Phillip. Big responsible job, Skip.
It is. It is a big job.
For someone who hasn't been trained as a winemaker, but I believe you've done a lot of vintages in Burgundy, especially.
I have, yeah. No, I'm very much in at the deep end. Yes, so where are we? Back in, I guess, 2019, when the sale of Bass Phillip was coming about, the Singaporean interest went to Burgundy and was looking for a winemaker over there to be a part or put their name to this project. Someone put up Jean-Marie Fourier's name, so he's my brother-in-law. He then got in touch with my wife and I, who were living in Adelaide, and asked us how we'd feel about running a winery in Victoria. So I said, sure, why not?
What was your immediate reaction?
Yeah, I really didn't have to think about it that long. I thought, it sounds, what an amazing opportunity, especially when he said Bass Phillip. It's like, oh,
you knew about
that
Bass
one.
Phillip. And so when you worked in Burgundy, just with Jean-Marie or with anybody else?
No, all with Jean-Marie. As I said, he had a vintage or a winery in Fougères in the Languedoc. That was our first experience of winemaking.
Yeah. So we're here in the twilight, almost the early evening when the sun's going down and things are looking very pretty here. We're here at the Clair de Lune vineyard, which I think is the most recent vineyard of Bass Phillip.
That's
Can you
correct.
tell us how that came about, Skip?
Yes, so when we came on board in 2020, the vision was always to build a new winery, and we sort of established that the existing sites, there probably wasn't the space for it. This came on the market in October, I believe, of 2020, and we came to have a look, and given there was already some established Pinot and Chardonnay vines, amongst others, and all this land here, it gave us the scope to plan and plant a new...
How many hectares are there here?
So there's 3.6 under vine.
Yeah.
1.8 of those are Pinot and Chardonnay. The others were a mishmash of other varieties that we're grafting over to Pinot and Chardonnay as varying degrees of success. We'll get there one day.
And the land up here and behind us is going to be planted soon.
Yeah, that's right. So there's another about 4 hectares of land here that we plan to plant out later this year.
And it's not just going to be Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, I believe.
No, we're going to plant a bit more Gamay. We currently do a small parcel of that in the Leongatha vineyard, but we'll do some more of that, and a small planting of Cabernet Franc as well.
Okay. Cabernet Franc and Gamay are both trending varieties at the moment.
That's good to hear.
So I think that's pretty smart.
Okay.
Jean-Marie being in France, and it's a long way to come, and the French never like going that far from home. You send samples of wine back and forth for him to taste?
We did, yeah. He's also, once we were able to travel again post-COVID, Jean-Marie comes out at harvest. He's been out he didn't make it to this year, but 23, 2, 3 and 4 he was here for. So yes, we didn't have to do samples because getting wine into France is a bit of a nightmare.
Is it?
No, it's awful.
Perhaps we shouldn't go
Mostly
there.
It comes out of France, but
yeah.
I don't think the French like foreign wine going in too much, so they make it quite difficult.
So at vintage time, when he comes out here, I can't imagine he gets down on his knees picking grapes.
Well, no, he
does?
he gets out there and picks. We're such a small team.
He's a bit of a rock star, Jean-Marie Fourier, based in Gevrey-Chambertin, isn't he?
He is, yes, all right.
And has some wonderful vineyards, including Clos Saint-Jacques.
Correct.
Which I've enjoyed a few times.
Okay.
Not enough times.
Not enough times, yeah.
But what do you think the future is here? I mean, I think you've polished the wines and made them more consistent. What can you do to polish this jewel that already exists?
Well, that was absolutely the objective. I think Jean-Marie knew Bass Phillip wines quite well, and his feeling was the reputation was up and down. It could be either amazing or it could be less than amazing. So I guess he saw the scope to just make it more consistent.
Yeah.
And that has been the focus. A bit more polish across all the Pinots, not just the reserve. Consistency, and precision have really been the focus.
There'll be more grapes, so there'll be a bit more wine to go around in the future.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. That's the plan.
We're all familiar with the Bass Phillip established range of, say, Pinot Noirs, the estate in the bottom level, then the premium.
That's right.
And then the reserve.
That's correct.
Which is the most expensive Pinot Noir in Australia and has been for some time.
Yes.
You've introduced a new wine this year.
So it's called Depuis 23, Depuis being the French word for since, and 23 being the year that we first did it. So it's 100% whole bunch fermentation, 50% new oak. It was a bit of an experiment. I was in Burgundy in 22 over their harvest, and Jean-Marie shared a bottle. For me, it was amazing. It's an incredible wine. I think it's the first time I'd had a whole bunch Burgundy. So yeah, Jean-Marie suggested maybe we could try something like this at Bass Phillip. So when he came out in 23, we had a walk around the vineyards and decided on a block that might be suitable. So it comes from the original planting in Leongatha South. The block is on a 45-degree angle to all the other rows there, so it's a sort of northeast southwest row direction. It's always the last to be picked. The fruit has a longer hang time. The stems have an opportunity to ripen and lignify. So that was the block we chose, not knowing really how well it would go. It was a complete experiment, but we were thrilled with the results as it evolved. And we've decided to make a new label. It was a good opportunity for, I guess, consumers to see the difference in a wholly winemaking decision and the impact that can make on a wine. Yeah.
So it's more expensive than the premium, I think, and cheaper than the reserve.
It sits between the two.
So does Jean-Marie not use any whole bunch in Burgundy?
He will use stems, but he doesn't do too much whole bunch. He certainly doesn't do any 100% whole bunch.
Because the way you talk about it, it's a sort of experimental wine.
Yeah.
And Bass Phillip Reserve is not normally much in the way of whole bunch?
Not since 2020. I couldn't tell you historically. I think maybe there were portions on various years, but no, everything else is destemmed. Yeah.
So I like what you said about it having longer hang time and more lignified stems, because that gives you less of the green character, which you really don't want, do you?
Absolutely, yeah. I don't find it stemmy really at all. I think it's nicely integrated. The acids naturally a bit low by the potassium in the stems drops the acid. Makes it, I think it's very approachable in its youth, but I think there's scope for it to age as well. We'll have to wait and see on that one.
Well, we're standing in the new barrel hall
of
Bass Phillip. There's an enormous amount of room still to fill, which we'll be working on in the future.
Yes.
But this is all Pinot Noir, maybe some Gamay. So I can see some Gamay over there.
There's a couple of Gamays there. Everything else is Pinot apart from the barrels along that wall there, which are Chardonnay. Yeah.
And they're all Caduce barrels, which are the favoured oak for...
They are now,
yes.
Yeah.
And very pretty, isn't it, the way the wine spills over the top section of the barrel?
It is, yes.
Especially on new barrels, which have the pale colour.
That's right.
Very spectacular. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
My pleasure.
It's been a pleasure to talk to you and visit the new look Bass Phillip.
Bass Phillip 2.0.
And if you want to know how the wines taste, then please look at our reviews on The Real Review.